on, traveler. Let's go. The world is full of lost ballads just waiting to be rediscovered. Right now, I wish I was sitting at the top of a tree. Looking out over a meadow, cider in hand.
Anything the knights can do for you?
Alright, welcome in. We are doing Genshin today. We are figuring out what's going on with Albedo. That was a lot of fun. Here. Hi, Pixie. But yeah, we are here to figure out what is happening to Albedo. Come here. And, yeah, we will, I guess, yeah, let's go ahead and pop on into the game. Hi, baby girl. You were causing my arm to have an allergic reaction earlier. What do you got on your body, huh? Is it just your fur? Is it just your fur? Maybe. Hi. Hey. You don't know. Okay. Alright. So I think we were on our way to Star Snatch Cliff. That's where we're headed. Easiest way to get up there. Oh, I don't even think it's that. I think it's this. If I remember correctly. We'll see. If it's not, we'll just... Okay. Oh, Pallid. Pallid's always needing to be saved, isn't he? I'm not here to take care of Pallid. We are here to meet with somebody according to Rosaria. There's not a lot for me to do here in Mondstadt anymore either. Actually, hold on. Is this new? Do we have more maps? No. This whole new expansion did not give us any new... Oh, hello. What is Linny doing over there? That thing, maybe? We've got the map. I was just checking to say, and I guess not. It is all good.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Yes, but unfortunately we're climbing Venti, so... Unfortunately, gliding is not an option. Your level up materials are actually over here. Please. Ooh, wait a minute. seeds before? Or just I haven't gone looking for them in a while. Maybe. I should probably... Yeah, it's just we haven't gone looking in a while. We should probably give our teapot a looky-loo here at some point. Look. We are going to see us. Venti. We're gonna go see some the real Venti. Ooh. First of all, that sounds something sparkly. Eventually I need to get him up to all of my characters up to 90, and the more I can get in the flower department, the better. Or the level up material, I guess. Easily distracted.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
We're going uphill.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. We're going uphill. There, I'm just grabbing the flowers. Plus, I'm trying to just get control of some of these controls again. Because I spent the morning playing Star Rail. Getting chests and stuff. Not story. Just chests and things. But like... For real, like all of these games, like all their key codes, like all the way they're all I can play controller for all of them, but they're all different in the way of like what uses what, and it's kind of frustrating, but also I'm like it's fine, it's fine. All right, let's go chat with ourselves.
Ah, traveler, Paimon! I could hear your arrival upon the wind. Were you looking for me?
Venti, did you send us that message?
No, I did.
It's Dahlia.
Whoa, where did you come from? Wait, Venti, do you know this guy? His name is, what is his name again?
It's Dahlia.
Didn't think I was that unmemorable. I'm Dahlia, Deacon of the Church of Favonius, and Herald of the Animo Archon Barbados. Not gonna forget next time, right?
I love how his, Barbados' deacon is also femboy. It just makes sense. It just makes sense. So you called us here so we could meet with Venti?
That's right. I noticed you during the trial. The legendary honorary knight. You seem to have a lot of thoughts on your mind, so I thought we should have a chat. After all, I am the Herald of Barbados. If the people of Mondstadt are in danger, I should keep the Animo Archon in the loop.
Wait then, you know about...
The wide-eyed looks. The wide-eyed looks!
About what? The fact that my tavern-hopping nomad of a friend is Barbados himself?
Don't worry, Dahlia and I are close. He knows everything.
Oh, okay.
Besides, a god needs someone to communicate their will in a formal setting, and no one does that better than Dahlia.
Not that I saw that coming when we first met. But back to the matter at hand. I believe you two already know about Albedo's background.
If you mean his true identity, then yeah, we do.
So, you know too, Venti? That's surprisingly Archon-like of you.
You know, he's actually a lot more aware of going on stuff, Paimon, that anybody else gives him credit for.
Ah, well, I knew from the moment Rhine-Daughter and Alice brought Albedo to Mondstadt. When those two are in town, no one can afford to slack off. The Kryda Prince, a perfect specimen of synthetic life. At this stage of the case, there are countless questions surrounding Albedo's motive. His true identity is a potential weakness.
True, true.
A synthetic being loses control of their sanity and goes on a killing spree. That's how a novel would frame the story, and people are inclined to agree.
Fortunately, yeah.
Albedo has told us before that humans often value the ordinary over the transcendent and miraculous.
And the slightest difference is perceived as other. A very common phenomenon.
Which means we need to find a way to help your friend.
What do you know about the situation?
Me? Well, I know that Albedo is a synthetic being, and that a lot of strange things have been happening in Mondstadt, even though Windbloom should be about drinking and having fun.
We noticed that too! The minute we got here, something was off.
You share your observation with Venti and Dahlia.
I've picked up on most of those too. Miles is out of sorts. Beatrice seems anxious. Although I didn't know Donna stopped being interested in Master Diluc.
Yeah, that one's a new one. That one's a new one for sure.
When no love remains for the songs to tell, the world becomes naught but an empty shell. Cruel is said fate, cruel it may be, were it not for a hero who could set us all free.
What are you getting at, Tone Deaf Bard?
Paimon, stop insulting him. We like Venti. We love Venti. We are Venti stans here. Okay?
Oh, just making a comment. There are always unavoidable trials in life. At least, that's what Barbados would say. A certain someone is going to need to overcome a trial like that. In such cases, even the Seven know better than to tamper with fate.
Who? What?
If only there was a brave soul willing to aid their friend in his time of need. Should he meet a terrible fate, all of Mondstadt could be worse for it.
If you wanted our help, you could have just asked, you know.
Right, that's true, actually. But this is so Venti-like, we have to give him a pass, Paimon. We love Venti.
Well, even if Albedo wasn't at the center of this case, protecting Mondstadt is part of being an honorary knight, right? You'll still have help, of course, which is why I prepared a little surprise. Behold!
A bomb!
No, it's one of Klee's... to be fair, actually, yeah, it's got Klee's stamp on it.
Don't worry, I removed the fuse, so it's not going to explode. Say hello to the Dodo communication device.
So, this thing belongs to you now?
We're old pals. Don't think she'd care if I borrowed it for a few days. Anyway, this invention, with a little help from a trick of mine, will allow us to keep in touch. Just take it out and we can chat.
Okay.
That's all I ask. No matter what comes, you have the wind on your side.
Thanks, Venti. Two Ventis and a Dahlia. Sorry, I thought that was funny.
I suppose we're old pals too at this point.
Indeed. Your companionship is like a breeze that lingers in the air, warm and familiar.
In all this time, I've never witnessed Lord Barbados approach anything in a serious manner. Perhaps this time, I'm in for something special.
Barbados? Serious? Ah, you give him too much credit.
Hardly. It's not blind faith, you know. I've always had unwavering belief in the animal archon.
Is that so? I wonder what Barbados thinks about that. You should pray to him and find out.
Venti, you little bastard.
Good idea. I'll tell him I still haven't deciphered his drunken musings from our 3 trips to the tavern last month. His wisdom is sure to reveal itself in time.
Oh, Dahlia is his perfect foil. Oh, we love this.
Oh, you know what? Forget about Barbados, Dahlia. Treat me to a drink instead. You wouldn't refuse me, would you?
A dear friend like you? Never.
Oh, they're sweet together. I love them. They're like best friends. And like, I don't know what else to think about that yet. They're just perfect for each other. Perfect combination. Okay, where am I headed next?
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Well, we're getting there. We're getting there. Whee! I could put the animal wings on him because I do have those unlocked. But I like the idea of these music wings because he's a bard. That also just, I thought that was going to be more interesting than it was. Okay, that's fine. Okay, let's open up the map and see. I'm gonna head back to Mondstadt itself. Okay, screw the path. Up. Yeah. Quicker this way. It's quicker this way. Enter in. Oh, wait. Hold on. Did I miss something here? I thought it was in here. Oh. Oh, okay. Odd, but okay. I know you all must be shocked, but the evidence is solid. Albedo's situation is not looking good.
I still don't believe Albedo would do something like that. Using living people as alchemical test subjects? It's like something out of a novel.
Perhaps it's best for me to remain impartial, but I've worked with Albedo before. He's an alchemist, not a sadist.
I 100% agree. This version of events is hard for me to accept as anyone, but Varka once said Albedo is very different from the rest of us. Perhaps there are things we still need to learn about him. Let's see what Albedo has to say for himself first. Would you mind giving me a moment, everyone? A private matter requires my attention.
Hey, Jean!
Perfect timing. Kaya has a favor to ask. Like Jean said after the verdict, we have time to submit an appeal, and I will do my utmost to convince Albedo to accept. He's been acting strange, and I can't read him for the life of me. But I need you two to start investigating the case. Investigate the case? Yes, it's also time for you to get involved. Do you want us to join the joint investigation? No, we'd like you to launch an investigation of your own. I'll continue working on his defense in the meantime. If you find anything that might help his case, just let me know. I know it's against the spirit of the season to task you with this, but Albedo is a trusted member of our ranks. We owe him the benefit of the doubt. Understood. I know you'll get to the bottom of this. You never failed us in our time of need.
But what if the accusations turn out to be true?
Then we just deal with the consequences then, Paimon. Then you will have done Mondstadt a great service all the same. I'm expecting a retrial. Until then, you're welcome to have a look around Albedo's office in the second floor. I'm counting on you. Hey, Jean. Open the door. Have we ever actually gone to the second floor? I can't remember going to the second floor now. Can't go to the third floor.
Wait, Captain Kaya! Surely I can't just...
These two are here on Jean's orders. She asked them to investigate Albedo's office.
Oh, in that case, head on in.
Cool.
So this is Albedo's office. Pretty much exactly how Paimon pictured it.
Alright, I have some work of my own, so I'll leave you to it. Good luck, you two.
Right back at ya.
Is this where Sucrose usually sits? I my guess. If this is Albedo, Sucrose usually sits over here, or no? Okay, we're gonna investigate then. Investigate.
All right, let's see what we can find.
Investigate. There's a stack of books on the desk, mostly relating to alchemy, environmental science, and life science. Some of the pages have been marked with alchemical symbols, and others have S-shaped or triangle symbols drawn on them. Any potential meaning is unclear.
Wow, these books are so fancy. Albedo must have gone to great lengths to get them.
Investigate underneath. After moving the book, the desk looks almost empty. Your hand slips while moving the book, causing the hardcover book to strike the desk. The resulting noise is a bit unusual. It's subtle, but to an experienced adventurer, it sounds too hollow, almost like there's a compartment within the desk.
Wait, it looks like there's a hidden compartment under the desk.
There does appear to be a compartment added to one side of the desk. It is very well hidden. The lock mechanism is complex and seems to involve elemental power in some way. Perhaps you could try using the power of Geo. Hidden compartment opens. Inside lies a piece of paper with more information. Investigate that. Festering is also a manifestation of rot. When festering forces and a sufficient amount of life energy collide, the two will repel each other, triggering a powerful side effect. When I tested this on an alchemical experiment, the results of the refinement were startling. Breaking through the shackles of life, the simulation of the project, I must take advantage of this opportunity.
The name of the project is blotted out in ink. What could it be?
The note mentioned festering forces, which suggests that Dragon's Spine could be involved somehow. If this has something to do with creating synthetic life, would Albedo go that far for one of his experiments? No, that can't be. Amid the notes is a map with a few markings on it. 2 of the marked locations correspond to the crime scenes, and a third appears to be on Dragonspine. It's a hard pill to swallow, but if the results of this joint investigation are correct, there could be a body hidden in the last location. Or, at the very least, what remains of one.
Huh. What does this mean? Oh, do you think something might also be buried at the last location? Alright, that seems to be it for this place. We should go tell Jean what we found.
Oh, the Dodoco. Dodoco!
Oh, Venti's calling! Let's answer!
How's the investigation going? Find anything?
Oh, we found stuff alright. Stuff that only makes Albedo look even more suspicious.
I see. So, Albedo's researching something that doesn't help his case, huh?
You share what you learned with Venti.
Not promising. We should be grateful Albedo's true identity remains hidden. If it gets out that he's one of Rhindaughter's creations, there'd be no separating him from her past. As we both know, Rhindaughter's approach to alchemy and ethics was pure madness, and the evidence you just found, let's just say it could convince even those closest to him of his guilt. Perhaps even you.
I don't think the handwriting was faked, and the notes also sounded like him.
Then it comes down to trust. Do you trust Albedo?
I absolutely do.
Yeah, he's our friend. We should keep the faith. And if he really is the culprit, he must have had a reason, right? Maybe he's just not allowed to talk about it. Yeah, that must be it.
Paimon, do you remember that there were remember the event that there was a copy of Albedo? I have a feeling that it's a version of Albedo.
Either way, a fair investigation means coming to a conclusion presented by the facts.
Does that mean even Venti no longer believes in him?
Remaining objective has its own value. Remember, none of this is your fault. Just report back with an honest assessment of the facts.
Yeah? Well, let's go find Jean and tell her what we learned. Wait, that's Miles. What's he doing here?
Oh, sorry. I heard voices and wasn't sure if I should check who was inside.
It's okay. We're here on Jean's orders.
Ah, I see. I'll, leave you to it then.
Hold on. You didn't hear what we were saying, did you?
Oh, not really. Nothing that made sense anyway.
Well, do us a favor and just forget anything you might have heard, okay?
Oh, sure. You got it.
That map we found in the hidden compartment seems important. We should check out the marked locations.
Thought we were gonna go report to Jean, and now we're gonna go find a location? Okay, go off, okay. I hope Miles is okay. We shall see. We shall see. We shall see.
Let's wait till the snow gets heavier and have a snowball fight.
We're gonna go at it from this direction. Where we need to.
Ha, yeah.
At least keep us for a little while. I don't want to fight things, you know. And I probably will have to fight things when we get here, but
We should be getting close. Oh, look over there! Something seems off.
although everything is covered in snow, as a seasoned adventurer, you notice a spot on the ground that looks quite different from its surroundings. You remove the snow and find a sizable hole underneath, large enough to fit a human body. But the hole is completely empty, and the surrounding markings make it look like something was dug up. Did an animal do this, or some monster?
Weird. There's a hole, but no body. The prosecution's argument is that Albedo used alchemy to destroy the bodies, but this location is different from the other two. Why not fill the hole, or smooth out the ground like the other places?
If one person did all this, why not remove traces like the others? And if Albedo isn't the one responsible, why was the location marked on his notes? You return to the Knights of the Phone, doubt swirling in your mind. You're back. Did you find anything?
Yeah, but none of it helps Albedo's case.
I see. A complicated result, but your efforts are appreciated. Did Albedo submit an appeal? Yes, he asked for a retrial. There are still questions surrounding the identities of the victims and the disappearance of the bodies. The minimal remains that were uncovered have been sent for forensic analysis, which should provide some answers. It's just,
What's wrong?
if the victim turns out to be a Mondstadt citizen, the situation becomes all more serious. The second trial would likely have to be open to the public, and I doubt public sentiment will be in Albedo's favor.
Yeah, not when the charges are so serious. Hmm.
The second trial is set to take place in 2 days. I hope you consider attending as this one as well.
Of course, we'll be there. In the meantime, we should all just stay positive.
Well said. When the time comes, I'll carry out my duty to the best of my ability. Miles. Miles is acting suspicious. Miles is definitely acting suspicious. So we shall. I don't like this. Albedo. Albedo. Honey. Honey.
We should meet up with Jean. It's about time for the second trial.
Ah, you two. Let me know when you're ready and we'll head out. We're ready. We're just gonna get this over with. Alright, follow me. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Ladies and gentlemen, we now convene for the second trial against Mr. Albedo. I, Jean Gunhilder, will once again oversee the proceedings. Representatives on both sides remain unchanged, and Mr. Dahlia will continue to serve as assessor. Ms. Hertha represents the prosecution, and Mr. Kaya speaks on behalf of the defense. Defendant in this case is Mr. Albedo, captain of the investigation team. With that, I now bring the trial to order. Ms. Hertha, have the investigators made any new discoveries?
Yes. We sent the teeth and the femur bone found at the scene to the church's medical office, and were able to conclude that these are, in fact, human remains. In addition, the investigators were able to identify several Mondstadt citizens who appear to have been missing for quite some time. Forensic analysis of the remains allowed us to pinpoint the age and gender of the deceased. Interestingly, one of the missing individuals matches that profile to a T. The medical office couldn't spare the personnel, so Miss Rosaria is here to present the results to the court.
Anselman male, 46 years old, marital status, single, occupation, hunter. Consistent with the conclusion in the last trial, his disappearance went unreported, likely due to his lack of relatives. In addition, medical records show that he sustained a mechanism-related injury to his leg 3 years ago. The damage on the femur bone Mr. Deluc found is consistent with such an injury. Therefore, we can conclude that one of the victims in this case is Hanselman. A specialized technique was likely used to accelerate the rate of decomposing.
Is it reasonable to assume this technique to be alchemical in nature?
Alchemical or magical, both are possible.
Thank you for your testimony.
The identity of one of the victims is now confirmed. But what about the defendant's motive?
Considering what he wrote in the letter, we can deduce that the defendant needed subjects for an alchemy experiment. Who better than individuals whose disappearance would go unnoticed? In other words, he sacrificed the good people of Mondstadt for his own gain. A truly vile act.
She really wants to find him guilty, regardless of what the evidence actually points to. She really just wants to. She has a personal vendetta against him, doesn't she? Like you.
In addition, another witness has agreed to testify. Miss Donna, if you would.
Another one, huh?
Wait, Donna from the flower shop?
I'm sorry it took so long for me to come forward. But the night Master Deluc saw Mr. Albedo, I was there too. I was camping with a friend and we decided to stop near Dragonspine. I couldn't really get comfortable that night, so around dawn, I decided to go for a walk. And that's when I saw Master Deluc. I thought it might be nice to, chat. So I headed in his direction and then I saw it. Someone at the bottom of the cliff was getting rid of a body. I was terrified the person might see me. even after I fled, I couldn't shake that fear. And I started to wish I never had a crush on Master Diluc in the first place.
Well, that explains why she jumped, brothers.
If I hadn't wanted to talk to him, I would never have been in that situation. Well, I didn't want to come forward because I was scared. But Miss Hertha convinced me it was the right thing to do.
Wait a minute.
I'm sorry it
Hold
took
on.
me so long.
Hold up. Miss Hertha is convincing all of these victims to come forward. Does that mean Hertha... Oh, snap. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. Hertha isn't really Hertha. Hertha knows exactly who to pin this on and who to pull in. She knows who was there and who wasn't because she was the... Was she the one playing at Albedo? Was she the one playing at Albedo? Oh, snap. Oh, snap. Okay. We shall see. I see. Just stepping forward was brave enough. Just stepping forward was brave enough, Miss Donna. The court thanks you for your courage and commitment to justice.
Yes. Thank you.
The two witnesses corroborate the same sequence of events. That just leaves the question of how the defendant disposed of the bodies.
I believe the answer lies in the alchemical technique mentioned in the letter. The defendant is the most accomplished alchemist in Mondstadt. He has the skill, no question.
A special investigator also uncovered some relevant evidence on that subject. I will now present it to the court.
Wait, does she mean...
The evidence we found in Albedo's office. The following are pieces of evidence uncovered in Albedo's office, the most important of which is this map. The map was found with the defendant's notes. The markings correspond with the description in the letter and the locations of the crime scenes. Does this map belong to you? Yes. Were you the one who marked these locations? Yes. Do you realize that's basically an admission of guilt, don't you? The evidence against you is nearly insurmountable. No. Since you uncovered that compartment, I might as well expand on the matter.
We have witnesses and physical evidence. What could you possibly say in your defense?
Let him talk! Hertha. Shut your pie hole. What I always have. I never killed a single person.
You have some nerve. Saying that when the evidence is stacked against you?
Yeah, I want Hertha to just shut her pie hole. Please. Miss Hertha, you've presented a meticulous and convincing case. I'll give you that. But I will not admit to something I didn't do.
So, what? You're just going to bombard the court with excuses?
Hertha, shut it. It's a rather dismissive way to refer to an innocent man speaking in his own defense. Besides, I'm not making excuses. I'm exercising patience.
That won't make the charges against you disappear, Mr. Albedo.
Perhaps not, but the patience comes with its own reward. It's easy for things to remain buried in snow, until someone comes along and brushes it away. Albedo seems serious, but unfazed. Does that mean he really didn't do anything untoward? Yeah. He mentioned brushing off the snow. Is that supposed to be a hint? If it was a hint, then it must be something to do with Dragonspine, which reminds me, one of the locations marked on the map we found was in Dragonspine, wasn't it? Ellie, you are the one who uncovered the notes, right? Then I'm assuming you visited the third location, marked on this map as well. Yes. Can you tell us what you found? We explain. You nod your head and give an honest account of the scene you found at Dragonspine. Whatever was kept in the hole was gone, and the surrounding area bore the markings of an unknown creature. With everything covered in snow, no one knew there was something to discover in the first place.
There must also have been a body.
I need to think about this. What clues am I missing? Let's look at the first location. The first location marked near Mondstadt. Beatrice saw Albedo use alchemy to dig a hole and bury a body there. A single man's shoe and a torn piece of fabric were found in the bushes nearby. Taken together, this evidence seemed to suggest that Albedo killed somebody and sealed the body. the third marked locations in Dragonspine. We only knew about it because we found a map in the hidden compartment. During our investigation, Paimon and I discovered a hole beneath the snow, big enough to hide a human body. There were also claw marks around the outside, but there was no body or any remains whatsoever. The second marked location is between Dragonspine and Dawn Winery, where D-Luke saw Albedo bury the body of an adult male. D-Luke described nearly the same events as Beatrice. There's no reason for them to collide against Albedo, so their testimony should be trustworthy. D-Luke found teeth and a femur bone in the second scene. Donna confirmed his version of events, because she was also there that night. The two should have no reason to set Albedo up. Despite her crush, Donna wouldn't lie about something like that just to get D-Luke's attention. Not to mention, Donna has been acting strange since before the trial. According to the forensic results, the teeth and femur bone belonged to a Mondstadt citizen. The witness account suggests that Albedo was the last person to come into contact with his body. Did Albedo really use alchemy to reduce the body to a few bones? And does that mean he's the killer? The difference between... Albedo marked these 3 locations on the map, found in the hidden compartment. There are some similarities and differences between them. Based on what we know, all 3 locations were likely used to hide bodies. The holes dug in each area certainly seem big enough. But, unlike the first 2 locations, there were claw marks around the hole in the 3rd location, and no witnesses saw anything happen there. Dragonspine is home to all manner of monsters and wild animals. Could some kind of creature have dug up the body? But why wasn't that the case in the other locations? The marks didn't look fresh, which means the hole at the 3rd location has been there longer than the other 2. But if the hole at the 3rd location wasn't made around the same time, does that mean it's connected to a separate incident? Dragonspine has a frigid climate and is covered in snow all year round. Even so, it's home to various monsters and creatures that can withstand the cold. Deep within the mountain lies the remains of an even more mysterious creature, Durin. Although the dragon has been dead for a long time, he still possesses a particular life energy. Now that I think about it, a lot of strange things have happened on Dragonspine. Dragonspine has a frigid climate and is covered in snow. Oh. Albedo's identity. Most people know Albedo as an alchemist and the captain of the investigation team. But in truth, he is the Cat's Prince, a synthetic human created by one of the 5 sinners, Gold, granddaughter. Albedo is steadfast, intelligent, and treats everyone with kindness and respect. I think most people would agree with that assessment. He is also a calculated thinker. It's fair to say that if he did commit a crime, it would likely be well concealed. Up until now, Albedo has never displayed any ill will towards humanity, and he also still seems like his normal self. As his friend, I shouldn't reveal the truth about his identity. That would only make things worse for him. Encounters on Dragonspine. I almost forgot. Paimon and I once encountered someone on Dragonspine who looked exactly like Albedo, and we weren't the only ones. Wait a second. Someone who looks exactly like him. Submit conclusion. I'm guessing Albedo has a plan, so I should help him out. But what does he want me to do? Announce a break in the case? No, I should play it safe. Since I made an honest assessment of the facts, I should be honest about my doubts, too. It's only fair. Besides, I think I understood what Albedo was trying to tell me just now. I'd like to address the court, if I may. I was the one who investigated the office, and I believe the results raise a few questions. Regarding the 2 cases addressed in the previous trial, it was established that after disposing of the bodies, the defendant used alchemy to restore the ground to its original state. But that wasn't the case in the 3rd location. The hole was still there, with dirt scattered around the perimeter. It looked more like something had been dug up. If this was all done by one person, why wasn't the 3rd scene given the same treatment as the others? Why weren't the traces removed? In addition, the markings around the 3rd location weren't fresh, which suggests the Dragonspine incident happened at a different time. For those reasons, I believe there's still reasonable doubt in this case, and I hope the verdict reflects that. Thank you. Astute as ever.
Questions there may be, but allow me to point out. There is no evidence to suggest that anyone besides the defendant knew about the third location. And the map was found in his notes. That fact alone makes him the most plausible suspect. Unless Mr. Albedo suddenly plans to deny that the map belongs to him.
Allow me to respond to Ellie's point. If all I cared about was proving my innocence, I would indeed do as you described, Miss Hertha, and deny any connection to that map. But that is not what I intend to do. The map does belong to me, and I did hide things at those 3 locations. There were indeed bodies at each location, and I did kill and bury someone on Dragonspine.
Ha! So you admit it. Let the record reflect that the defendant has confessed to his crimes.
You are mistaken, Miss Hertha. The story doesn't end there. Some time ago, I encountered an uninvited guest on Dragonspine, someone who wanted to take advantage of the deserted nature of the region, to eliminate me in secret. His desire to kill me led to an altercation where I killed him instead, and buried the body on the mountain. 3rd location marked on the map.
Actually, the traveler Amber Bennett and I were with Albedo that day. The Adventurers Guild was holding an event on Dragonspine. After it ended, we all left the area. If the person Albedo is referring to is different from the one we encountered on the mountain, then the altercation must have occurred after we left.
This only proves that the defendant is guilty on all counts. Those innocent people, their blood is on your hands.
No, you're wrong.
You deny it? After admitting to murder for the whole court to hear? You've clearly lost your mind.
Hey, let him finish! Let him finish, girl! God! If you would let me finish, right, Miss Hertha, I could get to the important part. The man who attacked me on Dragonspine was my height with blonde hair and blue eyes, dressed in the clothes nearly identical to mine. So someone who happens to look exactly like you. Exactly like him. So I was right. It does come back to what happened back then.
It's one thing to look similar, but for the clothes to be the same?
What's going on? I don't want to be here anymore.
Regardless, the important thing is that you admit to killing someone on Dragonspine.
In self-defense. Yes, I killed someone that day. Someone who had looked nearly identical to me. But I never said that someone was a person. I see. Then it appears I need to withdraw my testimony.
What?
Everyone! I brought her!
Wait, you...
The person who just came in, isn't that Hertha?
What? Ha! I knew it! I knew it! Hertha wasn't really Hertha!
Who are you? Why do you wear my face? Hello to you, too.
Yep. As you can see, this is Hertha, the logistic captains of the Knights of Favonius.
I see what's going on here. It's all been leading up to this, hasn't it? Your confession. It was all an elaborate stunt to set me up.
I knew it! It was not Hertha! No wonder I was getting so angry at her. Ha!
You want to undermine my credibility? Fine. It doesn't eliminate the mountain of evidence stacked against you. All I want is justice for the people of Mondstadt.
Order in the court. I've been stationed at Dragonspine all these years because that is where the subject of my research lies, the dragon Durin. Several hundred years ago, the dragon of the east, Dvalin, defeated Durin in battle, and with help from Barbados, sealed his remains on Dragonspine. Durin was created through alchemy, one of the finest specimens of artificial life. As such, death was not a true end for him. His heart still beats and grows, more revitalized by the day. My imposter on Dragonspine was a failed specimen abandoned in Durin's stomach, an unsuccessful iteration of the homunculus project.
Homunculus?
Are you trying to insinuate that I'm some kind of homunculus? Because it looks to me like the artificial one is standing right there. Some kind of imposter you dragged in from Dragonspine. So this is what I look like when I fly off the handle. You know, they say imitation is the best form of flattery. but your impersonation has overstayed its welcome. Master Jean, what are you waiting for? We've known each other for so long. You recognize the real me, don't you?
The two of you look identical, but judging based on demeanor, the new arrival actually seems more like the Hertha I know.
That means nothing. By that logic, I could just as easily accuse the Albedo in this room of being an imposter. How do we know he isn't the fake one? A cold-blooded killer who replaced the real Albedo long ago. Then, how about something only the real Hertha would know? The longest scar on my body. The knights who fought alongside me that day should remember where it is.
I remember. Let's hear your answer.
I'd like to hear Miles' answer first.
Huh?
You don't know? Or you don't remember? I heard you've been acting strange these days. Disoriented? Confused? You were closer to me than anyone during that battle. And yet you don't remember a thing. Strange indeed.
Ooh, Miles got replaced too.
No, my head. It hurts.
The scar is right here.
Oh my god. Why? The nerves, I can't imagine. Excuse me, Otto. Unless your informant of the Knights of Favonius failed to mention the scar on Hertha's left arm. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. That is actually kind of a cool piece there.
Albedo has done a lot of research into beings like you. If you deny it, then show us your arm.
No need to panic. You can just add it. You can just add it now. You excel at changing your appearance, don't you? Or should I say, a spawn of Durin's life force. All spawn of Durin's life force have that ability. A powerful life force. An appearance you can change at will. Yet here you stand, formless one, paralyzed to act, because you're worried using the power could affect your accomplice. Accomplices, then Miles must be one of them. There are others too. Most of the beings under the influence of Durin's life force have gathered here, and yet their presence is all that impedes her from taking action. Once you attempt to transform, Once you attempt to transform, all who surround you will be affected by your power. You can't control it because this is the network of living beings you serve as the core.
Show us your arm. Ugh! Have it your way!
Whoa!
Come on, let's go!
Hey, they're shielding the imposter!
It's because they're... She's trying to get away. Stop her. Don't let anyone stand in your way.
There are others trying to get in. Must be more people under her control.
Time to get moving, everyone.
Whoa! She just leaped across the room!
After her!
Oh, thank God. It's not Albedo. We all knew it wasn't Albedo. It's time. All units move out. Third company, keep on the imposter's tail. We finally have a chance to talk. But before I explain the events of the past few days, I'd like to make a few things clear. First, I never killed any of my fellow citizens, and I never used human remains as part of an alchemical experiment. Second, the events of the past few days were all part of a plan. Most of the members of our order were in on it. As for the witnesses, Master Diluc picked up on the situation long before today's proceedings. Now that's quite an involved plan. Oh, no, where it adds. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Indeed, follow me. Okay. Thank God it wasn't Albedo. All I can say. I will say I'm going to have to clip that sequence of events because I caught on to the fact that she wasn't real before the story actually told us. So I probably should have caught on sooner. Yep. Okay. They are all monsters from Dragonspine. An attack is imminent, but fear not. We've been preparing for this. We've been monitoring the resurgence of Durin's life force. Its festering nature agitated these monsters. We knew it was only a matter of time before they advanced on Mondstadt. And so, we made preparations for inevitable battle. I was hoping you two could join me and provide assistance in the battle to come.
Of course. Where's our first stop?
The top of the city wall. They left poor Venti. Oh, look. Got Jean and Mona.
Master Jean, headquarters should be secure for now. We responded in time and had enough manpower. We can even spare some for mobile support across the region.
Good. Our intel suggests that the monsters from Dragonspine could be disguised as Mondstadt citizens, so be sure to exercise caution. Oh, and any divination revealed there are also regular people under the influence of some strange power. Not all of them are monsters. Yes. So for those people, the aim is to subdue, not harm. Before you attack, make sure to figure out what you're dealing with.
Understood.
Ah, perfect timing. I was hoping you three could form a mobile unit to help respond to the various threats in the area. It's been a while. I'm also here to help. Jean and I are going to remain here to monitor the situation. We'll leave the other locations to you. Don't worry. My scryglass doesn't show the slightest chance of failure. Victory will be ours. Mona's still unvoiced as well, let's see. Okay. We are in battle, and welcome back from ads if anybody had them. Thank you so much for sticking around. We are in the middle of fighting for our lives.
Hey, Venti!
Shoot, someone's coming. Help me, please! Someone help me!
What's with the freak out? It's just us.
Ah, perfect. I can drop the act. Sorry, I thought you were regular citizens.
It's about time. I think we can proceed as planned.
I agree. Although, it's been a while since I dealt with something this big. Oh, it's gonna be pretty exhausting.
Don't worry, I'll treat you to a drink for your trouble.
Just what I wanted to hear.
Oh my god.
So, these two know the other's identity then?
People can make new friends when we're not here, you know.
Monsters started surging in from Dragonspine during the trial. They soon became agitated, likely in response to the core coming under pressure. Still, I never expected those monsters to have become this advanced.
The power of evolution cannot be underestimated, especially considering the fact that Durin absorbed the previous imposter.
Wait, so what about the map? And the missing bodies?
What the witnesses saw was true. I did hide those bodies. As I monitored the situation on Dragonspine, I noticed that many who ventured here came back different. Some were under the influence of Durin's power, but the less fortunate ones had already been devoured by monsters, who then assumed their appearance to infiltrate the city. Most of those who were replaced had no close relatives, so when their behavior changed, there was no one to notice. The monsters used their disguise to get close to people. I eliminated two who planned to
What about the
attack.
remains Diluc found? Did they belong to one of the victims?
Yes, the monster only slightly digested their victims. Sometimes they even left behind body parts. To aid the transformation, all that remained of the first victim was a few strands of hair. And the second some teeth and bone.
The only bodies Albedo destroyed were the monster's mimic forms. Then he buried whatever remained of the victims to put them to rest.
Well, someone had to do it. Besides, I managed to gather some valuable data on the petrification of the bodies. After we defeated the doppelganger Whopperflower on Dragonspine, we promised to tell each other a story, remember? You told me the story of a gardener, I remember. I'm glad then. You remember that I told you about Subject 2. In his pursuit to replace Subject 1, he transformed a Whopperflower into Subject 3. So there was another imposter on Dragonspine that day? Yes. That would be Subject 2. I confronted him and buried his body on Dragonspine. So you see, at one point, there was something hidden in that hole you found. But Durin is becoming more revitalized by the day. Under the influence of his power, the monsters dug up Subject 2's body and returned it to Durin's stomach. Durin absorbed the failed creation along with his knowledge and way of thinking. Ever since then, all creatures spawned from his power had the ability to transform their appearance. Humans who venture into Dragonspine for too long are also bound to fall under Durin's influence. But those effects don't show themselves right away, and the extent to which a person has been affected is hard to perceive.
You saw it for yourself, didn't you? All the people acting strange? Those are the same people who just tried to break into the Knights of Favonius headquarters. Durin's power remained dormant within them until, finally, it surged to the surface and seized control.
That was also our goal. If we would force a situation where the imposter had no choice but to unleash that power, all those under its influence would become violent, and thus we would know who was affected.
Wait, so what do we do? We can't go around hurting innocent people.
That's why I'm here. It would make me look bad if I just lazed around after promising to help.
We will use the power of Animo to restrain them for now. That should give the knights the chance to subdue them without harm. A specialized team will deal with them later. Alright, that's the long and short of the situation. It's time to activate that thing, right? Yeah.
Yes. So, if there are little secrets other people shouldn't know, my identity, for example, keep it to yourself, okay? Alright, this should do it.
Did he get the harp again? Did he snag the harp? Barbara's gonna be
Wind current?
so upset.
Paimon's never seen this many.
There should now be wind currents across the whole city. Everyone, can you hear me? Loud and clear. All units, what's your status?
All good. We have enough manpower to provide support. Requesting assistance at the side gate. Heading over now.
Whoa! It's long-distance wind communication! How is that even possible?
It's all thanks to Lord Barbados. With his blessing, we will succeed in defending our city.
Actually, if you face away from the current and whisper like this, no one can hear you.
No wonder you're crouching down there like you have something to hide.
Come on.
You didn't have to broadcast that.
Huh? That voice. Venti? Is that you?
Oops.
Not gonna lie, that was funny as heck.
Oh, you know, just a wandering bard calling for help. Thank goodness the Traveler, Paimon, and Albedo found me. Got me out of a tough spot.
Alright, now that you're okay, we should go check on the status of the other areas.
Thanks, friend. May the Animo Archon protect you.
Aww. That feels so special coming from the Animo Archon himself.
I've got things covered here.
Oh my god, the sassiness on that Venti face. I have to. I don't normally, but oh my god, the faces in this particular, like, oh my god, that sassy Venti face. Sassy Venti face, I must have. I must have sassy venti face. I don't like being in the middle like this, especially on a bridge. Oh, look who it is. Ha ha ha. D-Luke just used his brother as bait! D-Luke just used Kaya as bait. That's hysterical. Ooh, that was a close one. I suppose things are in order, Master T-Luke. I appreciate the help. No need. I didn't intervene to save you. It was for my own convenience. You were in my way. Oh my god. I love it when the brothers banter like this. Oh, well let me get out of your hair then. I suppose we could work together. But you would just melt my ice anyway. They would work as a really good reaction team in my opinion. I don't play with Kaya though, but I do play with D-Luke's. My D-Luke is built. My Kaya is not. Suit yourself. Alright. Tell me, did you notice something was off? The first trial. Ah, because of the fake Herthot? No, because of you. Me? What did I do? My defense wasn't passionate enough? No, you weren't nervous enough. Tell me then, Master D-Luke. When do you think I actually got nervous? I suppose we'll see, won't we? Monsters incoming. It's because D-Luke knows his brother so well. They're at odds with each other. They have beef with each other, but they still know each other so well. They grew up together. You can't help but know a person that well when you grow up with them. On second thought, best not think about it. Oh, I guess I'll...
This moment will be frozen in time. To push your luck.
Oh my god, this team really does work really well.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Verdict is...
I don't like these things. Ow! Don't hurt me!
Time for retribution!
I need the fire! Fire of the D-Luke.
They're over there! D-Luke, Kaya!
If you had time to make it out here, I'm guessing the other areas are secure.
What? We can't be here because we care?
Maybe this was the closest spot to the city gate. Maintaining control over the main road means maintaining control over the battle as a whole. You made the right choice.
So what's the status over here?
All under control. Don't worry. My trusty civilian volunteer and I had the area covered. I think you mean the man who held the title of cavalry captain before you. Oh, snap! Albedo. Man. We don't have to bring that up. Well, keep up the good work. We'll go check on the status of the other locations. Are you trying to follow in your brother's footsteps, Kaya? Good luck. Oh, and I wanted to thank you for what you said in court. If I'm not mistaken, you were on my side by the end. Believe me, he had a suspicion since the first trial. I suppose it didn't just feel right to believe that someone who helped me in the past could be a cold-blooded killer.
Aw, that's so sweet.
Right, the boys are bonding. Thank you for trusting me and choosing to fight alongside us. As for you, Kaya, good work as always. We'll see you soon. Of course, stay safe. Thing is, everybody could hear that too. Official! Damn, this is cool. And there's Barbara and Rosaria. Rosaria. My bad, Rosaria. Oh, we're gonna do Barbara. Get close to the injured Knights of Favonius and use Barbara's elemental skill to heal them.
I'll protect us.
Sorry, Otto. I guess I need to wait for it to respawn. My bad. I guess this really does get to, like, for some of the people who don't have some of these characters, they get to, like, test them out and play with them. That's fun. Alright. You should be on the
Thank
mend.
you so much, Miss Barbara. Things are still quite chaotic outside. It's best if you all remain inside the cathedral for now.
We're not rushing back out to the front line, are you? You're still injured.
Don't worry, Miss Barbara. I'll try not to put myself in harm's way. I can help with the logistics from the back.
Well, maybe we can give you a hand. As you said, the situation outside is chaotic. Injured parties should not be left unattended. There are others here who need to get back to the front lines, so I'll escort you all myself.
Of course. Thank you, Miss Rosaria.
Just doing my job. I'll leave the cathedral to you then, Barbara. You can count on me. I don't really know how all of this started, but I do know that Jean and the others have been preparing for this for a really long time. So I think everything will be alright. No, it has to be. Did I catch you at a bad time, Barbara? No, not at all. Did you need something? I just wanted to tell you that over the next few days, a lot of things are going to happen in Mondstadt, attacks and fighting. So I need you to take care of yourself. Huh? How do you know? Albedo warned us in advance. It has something to do with Dragonspine, and he's our authority on that region. So we should take him at his word. Dragonspine, huh? So the city is going to be in danger? Yes, but the Knights of Favonius will do whatever we can to protect the people. But then, who will protect you? Don't worry. I'll look out for myself, I promise. Please let them be okay out there. Sister Barbara, would you lend me a hand? Of course. Coming. Oh! There's Noelle. Oh my god, all the characters are coming out to play. Oh, and Bennett. These cinematics are really cool. There's Amber and Mika. They're here. Prepare for battle. On guard, everyone. Incoming monsters at 11 o'clock. Looks like we've got 25 Hilichurls, 2 Blazing Axe, Metachurls, and a bunch of different slimes. Prepare elemental countermeasures. Roger that. Who are we jumping into? Oh, Barbara. Or Amber. Alright, I guess we are going way then.
Not so hard.
The fact that Amber is getting used is interesting. Ow! Oh, I have to be up, don't I? Oops. her Baron Bunny. Ooh.
All units are now in position.
Hertha! Oh, jeez, your voice scared me just now.
Poor Hertha's gonna have to overcome.
What? Still caught up in the imposter incident? I thought you knew about the plan.
Well, after you up and disappeared one day, all Master Jean told me was that you'd be gone for a while on an important mission, and that it'd be better if people thought you were dead. And then, what do you know? Someone who looks exactly like you appears out of nowhere 2 days later. If Master Jean hadn't told me about your mission, I would have fallen for it hook, line, and sinker.
Yeah, that's quite a scary thought. I got chills just thinking about it. A monster replacing someone close to you? And you're none the wiser? Don't worry, once this is over, those monsters won't be a threat to us again. Albedo, are you okay? The trial wasn't too hard on you, was it? I'm sorry I couldn't be there. I was so worried. Same here. I thought it was all real at one point. I was in complete shock. So you didn't know, Amber? Then it seems Eula did an excellent job of keeping the situation under wraps. And no need to worry, you two. I'm no worse for wear. That sounds like Eula. Alright. She's like an impenetrable wall, that one. You're not going to get a secret out of her.
Yeah, for sure. She's someone you can really count on.
Wait, so how did you decide Hertha should disappear again? After all this fighting, I can't seem to get it straight.
It was Kaya's suggestion. He said the plan would work best with someone well-known and reputable without being too high profile. Naturally, Miss Hertha was the perfect choice. We needed to leave a hole in our organization, so she came up with an idea that she would disappear. So that explains the rumor that someone had fallen during a mission. Of course, it didn't take long for that to get resolved. No, because the imposter fell right into our trap. It was all part of the plan. First, we spread rumor that Hertha was missing in action after some kind of incident. The news came from Kaya and Hertha's direct subordinates, which was important because we needed it to be credible. The imposter saw the gap in our ranks and couldn't help but take the bait. It didn't take long for the fake Hertha to appear on the night's patrol route, claiming to have survived her mission.
When did that happen?
Over 6 months ago.
Whoa, so this has been a long time in the making.
Oh yeah, long time in the making. Yes, and our enemy was more meticulous than we expected. Monsters have been searching for Hertha's body in order to protect the imposter's identity, which is a more advanced way of thinking than Subject 2. So we had to wait long enough to convince the fake Hertha that she had our trust. Furthermore, we needed to give her time to gather evidence against me and convince herself she had enough to strike.
But how did the Knight's internal information even reach Durin and his monsters?
There's an informant among our ranks.
Don't worry, Barbados already tracked her down. She doesn't have his blessing, so she can't hear what we're talking about right now.
Honestly, this whole situation almost gave Paimon a heart attack. All those awful accusations in the first trial, and you couldn't even defend yourself!
It was to be expected. I couldn't just reveal the truth. It had to be the right moment, or it would have given the imposter even more fuel to use against me. She would have demanded to know what I knew about Dragonspine and the other monsters in disguise. And if my true identity got out, the public's trust in me would be gone. It was a trap, you see. Argue back and expose my origins. Or keep my mouth shut and be seen as a murderer. Credit where credit is due. It was well thought out.
Yeah, thank goodness we were able to back her into a corner.
Indeed. I have you to thank for that. You probably don't know it, but you've been a part of the plan since the beginning. Me? But I didn't even know there was a plan. And for that, you have my sincere apologies. I know I've kept you in the dark, but I had a reason. It might not seem intuitive, but I did it to make the plan even stronger. From the beginning, I knew I had to leave the letters in my office for a fair and independent reader to discover. Someone willing to seek the truth. Naturally, I thought of you. I knew that you would return for Wimbloom. I knew you would agree to attend the trial, and I knew your sense of responsibility and justice as an honorary knight would compel you to start your own investigation. The fake Hertha, subject 2, has met you on Dragonspine before. If she thought even you had lost faith in me, her confidence might get the best of her. The perfect time for us to strike. Albedo's right. You were part of the plan from the start. I hope you didn't take offense to our decision to keep that from you. You know, I would have liked to keep be more in the loop, but I get it. I get it. I'm glad it's being explained to me now. But damn, you should have told me sooner. And please, don't be too hard on Albedo. He was just doing his best to look out for Mondstadt. Enough people were involved in the plan as it was. We had no other choice. The Honorary Knight and Paimon will always be friends of Mondstadt. We will never forget them.
Aw, that means a lot.
In that case, thank you for thinking of me. It was an honor to take part. It is us who should be thanking you, Honorary Knight.
Wait, was that you just now? Let's go to the side gate to check it out.
The optional. Check out beneath the wind. I want to do all the optionals. These darn things are more annoying than disgusting booze hounds. Albedo, Ellie, if you run into anyone who needs a safe place to wait this out, feel free to send them to the Cat's Tail. I'll be here to watch over things. The tavern will be safe. Thank you, Diono. We'll be sure to do just that. Okay. The main one is that. I don't want to do the main one yet. I want all the side stories, the optional objectives. Okay, go to the plaza, Angel's Share, and beneath the window. Okay, did Angel's Share, yeah. I didn't mean to. Focus on the battle, I've got your back.
Burst forth.
I didn't mean to start this. Maybe this is.
I'll catch up. Leave it all to me.
Witness my great undertaking. Yeah. Then. Coming to be.
Thank you for your help. That was over a lot faster than I expected. I'm sure you have places to be, so don't let me keep you. Rest assured, I'll keep the people around here safe. Be careful out there. I know victory will be ours. Okay, so it is one of the side ones. Angel's Share and the Windmill. Okay. What was that one? Oh, it's Bennett. It's Bennett.
Gotta say, when I saw you on the side of the road, I thought you were hurt. Not about to whack me in the head.
Oh gosh, I'm so sorry about that. I was trying to run away, but I just couldn't keep going, so I pretended to be unconscious. Thought I could at least land a surprise hit on a monster that way.
I get it. That's a pretty common tactic. Oh, Traveler, Albedo, you're here.
If you're looking for somewhere safe, head to the Cat's Tail. Fiona is sheltering people there. Anyone who needs help is
Good.
welcome.
I'll take her there right away.
Got one last place, which is the Angel Share. Whee! Oh, hi guys. I step outside the courtroom, and this is the first thing I see. I'm not sure how much more I can take. I'm not brave enough.
I think you should give yourself more credit. You were brave enough to sit through the trial despite the nature of the allegations. That takes strength.
Deacon Dahlia, I didn't see you there.
Apologies. Rosaria asked me to come. With Albedo running around protecting the city, she was worried you might be alone. At a time like this, 2 is much better than 1. So let me help.
Oh, thank you. I didn't think Miss Rosaria even remembered me.
Of course she does. She spent all that time monitoring Albedo. It's only natural that she remembers his most dedicated student.
Oh yeah. So after all this, I doubt Mr. Albedo's identity will be a secret. Huh? Not to the higher-ups, at least.
As far as I know, he shared that information with close members of his order long before these events.
Huh?
Perhaps I spoke too soon. You do scare easily.
Oh, sorry. I guess I didn't expect Mr. Albedo to just reveal it like that.
I'm sure he felt the time was right. Besides, you know the truth. I know the truth. It doesn't change anything, right?
Mr. Albedo told me in the library a few days ago. I was pretty shocked. But more than that, I was amazed.
Not afraid?
He's an alchemical creation. Of course Sucrose would be just ecstatic. No, not afraid. I trust in knowledge and science, and I trust in Mr. Albedo as a person. Huh, I just noticed, Deacon. There aren't any wind currents around us.
We lucked out on that front. Otherwise, that conversation would have been for the whole city to hear.
Huh? That's how it works? That could have been so embarrassing. Cute. Okay. Over this way. Oh, it's Lisa. And Razor.
Lupercal, it's you.
Okay, good work, everyone. We're here to help.
You've been a naughty boy.
These are all characters I'm not as familiar playing with as normal.
Burst forth.
That's gonna be fun. Okay, last of the monsters. Phew, it's been a while since I unleashed my lightning during the wind bloom.
It happened a lot before?
Unleashing lightning on people, ha, no. Once in a while, maybe. It sure feels good to let loose, though. Ah, my old professor even wrote to me about that a few days ago. Of course, I made sure to emphasize that I always treat others with kindness. It's only natural for a student to inherit their teacher's ways, after all, and mine was gentle old man from the Spantamad school. So you see, this time I only used gentle methods of electrocution, so gentle even Jean would have no reason to intervene.
Gentle electrocution.
Oh no. You seem to be in good spirits, Miss Lisa. Well, that's good to... Excuse me. Well, it's good to move about every once in a while.
Huh. Gentle electrocution.
Oh, okay. That is exactly what I heard. Okay. I'm gonna go see if there's any...
Hey! Yeah! Oh, it's for real, guys!
Brace yourselves.
Head to the cat's tail. You'll be safe there, especially with Miss Diono to watch over things. You can stay there until this is all over.
Really? Okay, I'll head over right away.
You don't usually see Mondstadt like this. Want to make sure... Let's just kind of look around the city and see if there's any interesting things happening in Okay. Those two. I know there's probably more characters hanging around, and that's kind of why I'm like... I don't really want to go into the story until I find other characters and... see if there's any more chatty Cathys or fights to have. Oh, I can't go to the map. Okay, well there's, I guess we will. Okay. Enough fooling around. Let's go back to the story, I guess. Okay, Eula.
It's all my fault. I knew Clea was fast, but disappearing like this? I only lost sight of her for 1 second. How am I going to explain this to Albedo?
Oh no.
Explain what?
Albedo, Traveler, Paimon. What brings you here?
We're providing mobile support across the region. Was there something you needed to explain? You can tell me anything. I hope you know that.
Yeah! Plus, we kinda already heard what you said, so...
Clea, she disappeared right under my nose. I'm sorry. I'm doing all I can to find her.
I see. Please don't beat yourself up. Clea is...
Wait! Something's coming this way, and it doesn't look pretty!
Alright. Fighting first, conversation later.
She was right next to me, and the next thing I knew, she ran off somewhere. I swear I only lost sight of her for a second.
Leah's known for her speed, don't worry. She's a knight in her own right. She can protect herself. Oh.
Eye for an eye.
Oh, there you are.
More
Leah's
speed.
here to help. See, kids are fast.
Those bombs. I see what you mean. She is not to be underestimated.
Me to the rescue!
Feel this ancient power. Come into being.
He's got this one.
Rack and ruin.
Alright. We won! Great work, Clea. I'll be counting on you to protect Eula next time, too.
Albedo, you can't be serious.
No problem. Just leave it to Klee. Are you going on patrol, Mr. Albedo? Klee heard you went camping for a few days, and these monsters followed you back home.
Camping. Ah, right. The truth isn't suitable for little ears.
That's right. So I need to report back to Master Jean to settle my expenses. If you have some time, I'm sure Eula will be grateful if you escorted her back to headquarters as well.
Of course. I place myself in your capable hands, Spark Knight.
It would be an honor. Klee will do her best. I love Klee. I love Klee. Okay. Whee. Definitely. Not one of those things you normally see Mondstadt looking like this. Definitely extenuating circumstances. Extenuating circumstances. Definitely interesting. See a Mondstadt that is this empty of people. It's definitely interesting. Not something you're likely to see every day. Every day. Oh, I should stop wandering and go back. Okay. Hi, Pixie. Oh, baby, what are you making noises for, huh? What are you making noises for? Where is I? Here it is. That should be it for now. Good work, everyone. How did we fare injury-wise? Good. Our preparations paid off. Injuries are few and far between. I have a full record here. Wonderful. I'll review it in a bit. Everyone all right?
Amber?
Yep. Right as rain. We're back. Klee kept Miss Eula safe the whole way. Hey, everybody knows we play this, please. That's amazing, Klee. Eula was lucky to have you. Looks like we're still missing a few. Reporting back, Master Jean. Mission complete. Good to have you back safe and sound, and great work, everyone. This operation could not have happened without you at all. Your leadership is what made it possible, Master Jean. It's been a busy few days. You should take a well-deserved break. Well, I will, but I believe you deserve one most of all. My work isn't finished, I'm afraid. I still have a few loose ends to tie up. Loose ends. Ah, yes, of course. We can talk about it back at headquarters. Ellie, Paimon should be there too. Alright, everyone. Everyone who has finished work should head back to their quarters or to the church to get some rest. Want to come with us, Klee? We can drink some tea and eat some freshly baked boon pies. Yes, yes!
Hi, everyone.
Venti, thank you for everything. I know there were difficult moments along the way.
Oh, well, wait. Does that mean you saw me running for my life?
No, apologies. Just forget I said anything, because Jean technically knows, but she doesn't know.
Just kidding. But you're right. It was tough out there. I almost lost my hat to the wind several times.
Let's be real. You're the wind god, sir. You could have brought your hat back at any point. Any notable information on the wind?
Of course. I was out on the city wall for quite some time. I heard all sorts of things. As for something notable, well, I picked up on anxious voices and a child's anger.
Duran has been isolated for centuries, but absorbing Subject 2's emotions allowed him to understand certain truths about the world and his existence, including the fact that he is no longer Mother's only child, or her most perfect creation. It's obvious he found that fact difficult to accept. The emotions he felt in response were quite genuine, and I dare say human. If I eliminate the perfect creation, I will be the only child Mother needs. This mindset arose out of Duran's instinct to compete and survive, and to come to dominate all those around him. Of course, the absorption of Subject 2's knowledge allowed him to take a more intelligent approach, accusing me of murder. In the end, however, Duran still lacks sufficient social intelligence. The fact that his army even got this far is a miracle.
Oh, no wonder Venti sensed a child's anger through the wind.
That same feeling. It's close.
Ah, Miss Fona, here to make your report?
Nothing much to report, actually.
Is that so? During the battle, we were talking about your transfer to the 7th Company. You were in charge of patrols and post-battle reconnaissance this time. How did everything go?
No problems.
I see. If you don't mind me asking, why did you come from that direction, and why are you alone? Did you think we were still meeting in the side gate? There was a change of plans. We sent the message over the wind in the last few minutes of battle. There were a lot of change during the operation, but I imagine you missed those as well, because you're under Duran's influence, and you have been since your trip to Dragonspine over 6 months ago. Don't move. Let's continue this discussion back at headquarters. Don't be scared. I'll figure out a way to free you from his power soon. Good to talk to Jean again. The door. In the door. Alright, the others are looking after Phonia. Please tell me you can help her. I can, as long as the rest of the operation goes well.
Wait, the operation isn't over. What do we do now?
What happens next is a more personal project. I've consulted Venti about the possibility of calling a tripartite conference. Ah, yes, that's a relatively new tradition. Grandmaster Varga came up with the idea a few years ago.
I still remember when he approached me about asking the lovely ladies of the Hexen Circle for a small favor. The chumminess caught me off guard. If I hadn't known any different, I'd have thought he was talking about his older sisters or something.
Older sisters? Is Varka really young or something?
No.
I wouldn't exactly call him young, but he's not old either.
He's the type to crack a joke at every opportunity, so whatever age that is. Indeed. Anyway, the Tripart Conference is a gathering of three parties, the Hexen Circle, the Animal Archon, and the joint forces of the Knight and the Church of Favonius. Lord Barbados was able to facilitate meeting between Varka and the mages. Varka... Oh, I like that. Varka has quite a way with words, so he was able to gain their favor and convince them to agree to a very important request. Okay, hold on. I need to get a screenshot of this popper. This is cool. That is beautiful, and Venti is just glorious in all his all his ways. As always, though, Venti is always glorious. We love Venti. Venti's great. That's not what I wanted you to do. Excuse me. Okay, there we go. Namely, that in Mondstadt's greatest time of need, the mages would return and lend their aid to our nation. Yes, and now I have a request of my own, so I need the conference to convene once again. Venti, if you would.
Of course! Traveler, pass me the Dodo communication device.
Huh? You're gonna use that thing to call them?
It is Klee's, contraption, and remember who Klee's mother is.
Just watch and learn. Okay, I think this should do it.
What's that ringing? Is it the wind or something?
Hold on, that's not the right voice.
Wait. Barbados?
Who on earth is this?
Varka?
Holy smokes! We actually are talking to Varka? And Varka knows about Venti. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is wonderful. This is wonderful. Oh my god. This is... Oh my god. Grandmaster?
Oops. Wrong contact. Sorry, Varka. You're probably busy right now.
But considering I'm surrounded on both sides with a group on my tail looking to turn me into mincemeat, yeah, I'd say so.
Oh my god.
Yes. Well, have fun with that. We can talk some other time.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Venti.
Alright, pass along my regards. Oh, and I still owe you for those drinks, don't I? Just take it from my stash. I keep it in...
That is our first real communication with Varka. That is friggin' hysterical.
Hey! He was just about to tell us where to find his secret stash!
Don't tell me. He hid it beneath the great tree of Windrise. That seems like a bit much.
Hello? Who is this?
Greetings, Miss Alice. It's Venti.
Venti? Nope, it doesn't ring a bell.
She just asked him.
You're really gonna tease me like this? Fine. It's Barbados.
Apologies, just a bit of fun. What can I do for you, dear Barbados?
You still remember the Tripartite Conference, right?
Tripartite, okay.
I'm calling on behalf of a friend. He's asking for a meeting.
Oh? And which brave soul is it this time?
It's me, Aunt Alice.
Albedo, captain of the Knights of Favonius investigation team, requests a formal meeting with the Hexen Circle.
And what is your wish, dear Albedo?
I want to accomplish something unprecedented.
unprecedented. Something even your mother, Rhine-daughter, never accomplished?
In terms of techniques, no, but in terms of location and materials, yes.
Okay, that makes no sense.
You've piqued my interest. I'll be right there.
Oh, wait a minute. Are we gonna meet Alice? Oh my god, are we meeting Alice? Oh my god, are we meeting Alice? Be right where? Here as in this office?
Hello again, everyone.
Oh, okay. We're not actually meeting Alice. We're meeting Alice. Hello, Aunt Alice. I see you've turned yourself into a giant Dodoco.
Darling, isn't it? It even has its own hat.
Okay, fair enough. We could get this version of Alice. I'm okay with this.
Wow, the attention to detail.
Pleasure to see you all again. It's been a while. On behalf of the Hexen Circle, I hereby grant Albedo's request. I'm guessing you still need to prepare? Take your time. Just come find me at the long table when you're ready.
Aw, that's nice of you.
Huh, I suppose it's just my nature, darling.
Thank you, Aunt Alice. Before we set out, there's someone you need to meet. Head to my office. He's waiting for you there. What the heck is going on now? Oh, hello, Venti and Jean. You did so much for us this time, Lord Barbados. I don't even know how to thank you.
Don't thank me at all, please. It makes it seem like I'm useless the rest of the time.
You really are, but we love you, Barbados. We do. You are useless most of the rest of the time. You know, that's not what I meant. An Archon has their own calculations. Who am I to question their wisdom? Yeah, that's fair. Fair enough.
Okay, now you give me too much credit. I admit I'm not the most, proactive Archon. You have your own hard work to thank for this result. Oh, and our friends the Honorary Knight and Paimon, of course. Worried about Albedo's plan?
I can't help it. I have full confidence in his abilities. It's just an instinctual response. But in the end, if he sets his mind to something, I know he will succeed. I trust him.
That's good to hear.
Oh. Before we set out, there's okay. Fair enough. Okay. Go back to his office. I mean, Venti is as fickle as the wind. It is Venti.
Hey, have you ever wondered why Albedo always keeps his office closed? Paimon bets there's a secret snack stash hidden around here somewhere.
Not so loud!
Minnie Turin? What are you doing here?
Well, actually, I'm kind of been helping you guys in secret this whole time. I tried tapping Paimon on the shoulder during the battle, but you floated away too fast. You were there? Yeah, I've been in Mondstadt for a few days now, but I've kept myself out of sight. I thought people might be scared of me.
Oh, don't worry. We aren't scared of you.
Thanks.
So, what brings you here? Oh, is it Windbloom? There are a ton of fun games this time of year.
I did sneak off to the festival for a bit, even though I couldn't play the games because of all the people. I still had a lot of fun. But that's not why I'm here. Albedo and I made a promise to accomplish something great together.
What do you mean?
I'm gonna replace the Durin on Dragonspine. I'm gonna be the one who is revived and brought into this world.
Wait, didn't that already happen? You left the storybook world, and now you're here.
Sorry. I should be more specific. Oh yeah! These are like combining two different events. Okay, I am gonna take a quick break before we do much more because we are on ads and I do need to stand up and take stock of some things, so I will be right back. Alright, we are back. Take a break, went to the restroom, checked on my puppers. And so we're gonna be back. And what I was talking about before I went on break was about Mini Durin. I had kind of forgotten exactly where Mini Durin had fit, but it was that storybook event from like last year, I believe. And so these have a lot of these characters that we are currently interacting with are from events in the past. This is why I really, really do wish that Genshin, especially if it's all these like lore heavy summer like events that they have, I wish they would have a way we could go back and maybe not get the rewards per se, but like have a way that we could like unlock them somehow to play through the story. I know Star Rail and ZZZ both do this, so I do know that this is something that can happen in one of these games. Especially since there have been a lot of events between the Jean Summer event with Dodoko, where Jean first learns who Venti really is. There's the Dragon Spine event with Albedo and the secondary, essentially the second Albedo. The third Albedo, the two different, like all three of the Albedos, right? And then a lot of these like storybook ones that this Mini Durin came out of that kind of said some of that like histories and stuff and about the Hexen Circle, and we had more lore drops, like those like specific, but like there are other events that I do know that were very, very heavy in the lore dropping that I do wish that players coming to the game, newly coming to the game, could be able to experience in some way. Like you could go back and replay the event. Like you don't have nearly as many rewards coming out of them if you play them late, but at least you'll get the story. And a lot of times people like me who enjoy the story would like to go back and play those if I didn't get to do the event, to get the story that they like, to feel the like, to make more sense about these particular, especially when they're bringing it back into the actual main story, because this is main story. This is not event content we are doing right now. This is something that will be in the game. And so while they are giving us little bits of information on some of these characters, there's still going to be a lot of people lost. And I just find that to be a little bit on the sad side, that a lot of people won't get to actively play and listen to the stories that these came out of. And I do wish that is something that Genshin would do. But little chat over. We're going to keep pushing along. Albedo said, we can use alchemy to turn me into a human.
What?
Human transmutation. So you're Albedo's intended subject. Yeah, I've been working on it for a long... He's been working on it for a long time.
And that's what you want, Mini Durin? To become human?
I don't know if want is the right word. I don't even know if there's a right answer in a situation like this. But I do know this. I have just as much of a right to this name. I have just as much of a right to this name. I don't want to lose to the other Durin. Becoming human isn't as simple as just changing form. I know. Albedo talked to me about that. He said that Durin on Dragonspine is a lot more aggressive and primitive, almost like a beast. But Mom created me in a storybook. The pure parts of me can balance out the evil parts of him. If I'm honest, I don't know what that will look like. If I can still be me once I become one with that part of him. Maybe, without a complete soul, there will never really be a me to begin with. Albedo said that these kinds of questions are normal. We're all just trying to figure out who we are. But I'm not afraid of change. I want my life to have meaning, and suppressing an evil dragon becoming human both sound pretty meaningful to me. So don't worry, no one is forcing me to make this choice.
Well, turning you into a human sounds like a huge project. No wonder Albedo wants to get the mage's approval.
Yeah, I'm really grateful to him. We're kind of in the same boat, you know? Albedo told me he's the Rendel's Prince, a synthetic human. And if this works, I'll be one too. We will be we will be the only two of our kind in the whole world. Alchemical creations allowed to live in human form. If all living things are grouped together by species, and there's only one other person like me in this world, I guess that makes us family.
Definitely. You've just gotta trust one another. Actually, while we're on the subject, does your friend Hat Guy know about this?
That guy. Yeah, I told him I was coming here to fulfill this, duty. He didn't try to stop me, just told me to get a move on then. He didn't say it outright, but I think he supports my decision. Maybe he even thinks it's a good idea to go through with this. I'm a little scared, of course, but excited too. Anyway, I'm really glad I got to talk to you this time. Talk to you at a time like this. I feel a lot better now, so thanks. Okay, Mini Durin. Go down to the location by Ellis now that we've talked to Mini Durin. Go to the library, okay. Note. Your party configuration cannot be changed during the Hex and Zirkle's trial. Please choose a suitable party in advance. Need ice and water. Continue. I don't want to change my party. I don't want to change my party. Excuse me, I'm opening up the window. Party setup. I guess we'll go over to party setup. I mean, technically, but none of them are built. So. My fire and geo team. Yes. Create a team. Oh yeah, I had her built at 1.2.
We'll need a strategy.
Quick setup. Okay. Definitely want Fiona and her. Pro and cryo. From filter. Let's see. A lot of people, just not sure who else I want to put on the team. Venti would be good. Fire? Okay.
Give me a moment to compose myself.
Let's deploy this team. Okay. Go chat with Alice.
Welcome, one and all. Please sit wherever you like.
So, no unspoken rules to be aware of? I don't want to unwittingly park myself down on some important lady's chair.
I highly doubt anyone's going to mind where you sit, Lord Barbados. But thank you for being so considerate. Jean didn't fancy tagging along?
A lot happened in the city today. If she left, there really would be no one around to lead the Knights of Favonius.
All right, never mind. I was just hoping to treat her to some tea. Oh,
Alice.
So, tell me, Albedo, what is this outrageous and audacious plan of yours that I've been hearing murmurings about?
I'll get right to the point. I intend to kill the evil Durin in Dragonspine.
Oh?
And I'd also like to request some alchemical regions from the Hexenzirkel.
Which ones? I'm all ears.
First would be the flesh of the immortal monster from the mare Javari.
Interesting. What else?
The other is a potion of the embryo left by my mother, Granddaughter.
Ah, the raw material from which she created her monsters in the past. There's not much of it left. Dragon blood, monster flesh, and embryo. Sounds to me like a formula for creating life.
Correct. Durin's heart has continued to beat ever since the day he died. That means it's just a matter of time before he eventually returns. It could be centuries away or millennium, but the day will come. I've spent years investigating in Dragonspine, so I'm well aware of the danger he possesses. He has already posed a considerable threat to Mondstadt in less than half of his original strength. There's no telling how dire the consequences could be if he ever regained his full life force. Hence, if we want to be free of the dangers posed by his blood's limitless vitality, we must find a way to eliminate Durin completely. Unfortunately, Durin's a special entity. Even after death, he could reawaken at any moment. So the solution is to kill him, then resurrect him in a different form. Upon resurrection, he will no longer be the creation he once was. In fact, he will no longer be a monster at all. Because I intend to transform him into a human-like being. During the summer, Clea and I visited a fairy tale world called Simulanka. It was created by mages from the Hexenzirkel, so I'm sure you know of it.
Of course. It was even the home of one of M's children the other day. Oh, I see.
Uh-huh. It was during that journey that I learned with certainty that Durin would return to life one day. That experience inspired me. I met the pure soul M had created, and I knew if I wanted to change Durin's fate, he would be the key. To that end, I devised an alchemical model for the transmutation. The soul will come from the fairy tale dragon of Simulanka, the blood from the original Durin's heart, and the monster remains from the Mar Javari, and the embryo mother left behind will form the flesh. The corrosive nature of the dragon venom and the heightened vitality of the monster remains will offset each other, keeping the constructed body in perfect balance. A powerful side effect can be triggered upon festering forces and life energy collide. In an alchemical setting, the results are sure to be nothing short of astounding.
The glint in your eye when you talk about these ideas. You really are your mother's child.
Do you see that as a bad thing, Aunt Alice?
Of course not. To me, you're both extraordinary individuals. I find you fascinating. In any case, now I see why you asked Venti for help. The raw materials you seek are extremely valuable. The misuse of even the tiniest amount could cause unimaginable chaos. That said, we're happy to give you what you need. But there is one condition. You need to prove you can wield them. And so, you must pass the Hexenzirkel's trial.
I understand. I figured something like this would happen. That's why I asked Traveler to come along. Wait, I'll be joining you this time? You're not even gonna try to talk me into it? Oh, you need convincing. I thought you would want to keep an eye on me. Who knows what sort of outlandish things I might attempt without someone to keep me in check. Fine. I'm not going to argue with you.
So you know our tricks, huh?
Aunt Alice has always proved a spectacle. Any chance to witness friends come together to support one
Well,
another.
success means little if you have no one to celebrate it with, no? Although, I'm afraid dear Paimon will have to sit this one out.
What? Why?
Because, you can't fight, child.
The Hexen Circle trials are no walk in the park, my dear. Besides, I already decided on the structure. There's only room for 2 participants, I'm afraid. No more, no less. You understand, don't you, Paimon? Oh, don't be too angry with your dear aunt.
Okay. You can turn off the charm. Paimon will stay behind.
Thank you for being so understanding. Then, whenever you two are ready, interact with the chessboard on the table. It will guide you through the trial.
Then let me make a formal request. Will you go through the trial with me? Of course. Are you ready? Just about.
Then, my dear children, get ready for a taste of the Dodo King's magic.
We're gonna play chess. We're gonna play chess. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Certainly in keeping with Hexen Circle's modalities, we've been shrunken down to the chess piece size.
Oh, you're so tiny now. Take extra care of yourselves, okay?
What is it? Nothing. It's just Paimon's voice is even louder than usual now I'm this size. She's always so energetic and lively. Nothing can dampen her spirits. Don't worry. You'll be back with her again in no time.
You sound pretty confident, Albedo.
Aunt Alice, I didn't realize you'd be personally conducting the trial.
Since your mother has to recuse herself, who better than I to put your abilities to the test? I have prepared quite a riveting new performance just for you two. See? Defeat them in battle. Prove to me that you have what it takes to achieve your goal. Swashbuckle your way to victory like gallant fairy tale heroes.
Oh man. Oh man.
Burst forth. Moments of birth.
Covenant of the Deep.
I'm flying. You can't get me up here.
Let's move out.
Oh, we should probably not.
Moments of birth.
Here.
Ways to the wicked.
Oh, I missed it. That's fine.
Think you can get away?
Moments of birth.
Here.
Witness my great undertaking. Live.
Here. Here.
Witness my great undertaking.
This is kind of fun.
Think you can bully me?
This time is far too slow.
Yahoo!
This is more like it.
Feel this ancient power.
Purge.
Oh, I keep missing it. Fine.
Come into being. Witness my great undertaking.
Maybe they're wrong.
Think you can bully
King
me?
and Queen should present a united front.
No.
Moments of birth.
Yahoo!
Live.
Ugh, it had to be this form? A toy really doesn't suit me. Well done, but this isn't over. I will now preside over the second trial. Stare straight ahead, and you will see things as they appear. But change your perspective, and you will see them as they are.
You okay?
The trial awaits.
Hold on. I did not see who that was. I missed something here, apparently. I'm confused. Oh, okay. Okay. That's cool. No, we're gonna continue the challenge.
Only by turning the world on its head can we see its true colors. So it begs the question, what do you see on the other side of this chessboard? Pawns earned true freedom the moment they gained lands with which to rule. So, in the spirit of Rhine-daughter, I prepared a little surprise for you. No need to thank me, of course. Just a small gesture of kindness from me, Barbalon. Oh, Albedo, you're always so charming and delightful. Unlike my own student, she can be so full of herself. I do wish she'd take a leaf out of your book.
Moments of birth! Moments of birth! Oh, this is all getting rather dreary.
Darling!
Flames! Purge! Ow! Moments of birth!
Think you can get away? Let's play!
My power is immense!
Just don't get stuck in the barrel. Moments of birth. Burst forth. Towering return to form!
We need Fiona to get leveled back.
Feel this ancient power. Moment of birth.
Lordy.
Flames, purge!
Burst forth. Witness my great undertaking.
Brace yourself.
Symphony of cannon fire!
Just don't get stuck in the barrel. Feel this ancient power.
It is time to slay our foes with one almighty
This calls for some pomp and ceremony. Great undertaking.
Annihilation is nigh!
Ouch.
Live.
The stage is
Feel
yours!
this ancient power.
I shall take the spotlight once more.
Coming to be.
These two.
Diana Special!
Feel this ancient power.
My power is immense!
Just don't get stuck in the barrel.
Let's go!
Flames, purge!
Moment of birth.
Ooh, nice. Okay. Thank goodness. I got it. That was a lot more challenging than I expected it to be. But I should have expected that.
Yes, very well done.
Oh, they've grown up so fast. I'm so proud.
Really? Well then, I'll leave you to debrief the others about today's events.
Oh yeah, that's yeah.
You're leaving already?
Mona's master.
You did marvelously today. I'm thrilled for both of you. And should you feel the need to gloat profusely to that student of mine so she knows to up her game, be my guest.
Okay, we're...
Lovely tea party. But that'll do me for now. Until next time, my dearies.
You're just going to up and leave? Barbie? You'll have to forgive Barbalov. She's always on the move. And she never says where she's going either. I think she enjoys the mystique.
Yeah, she does.
But if I had to guess, she's probably going for a walk. She's a very health-conscious individual. Barbie was satisfied with your victory. And so am I. Congratulations to you both. You can come back now. Oh, whoops. I need to turn you back to normal first, don't I?
You're finally back! Great job! You made it all look so easy!
Oh, thanks, Paimon.
Nice
Thanks.
to have you back safe and sound. Now time to relax and switch off. You've earned it.
Thank you. Felt pretty good to beat the trial. Once you've rested up, let me know when you're free, and we'll head to Dragonspine.
To deal with the Dragon of Dragonspine, right?
Indeed, the sooner we deal with Durin, the better. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and take a quick break here, guys. I will be right back. I am going to have to, be right back.
We should prepare while we can, then make a preemptive strike against the enemy. Let's take a moment to rest and plan our next move. Every course of action has its risks. Be careful. Let's take a moment to rest and plan our next move. Every course of action has its risks. Be careful. Let's take a moment to rest and plan our next move.
Okay, we are back. Sorry, I ended up taking a little break. I don't know if anybody heard the, like, that was the husband coming through, and it kind of startled me a little bit because I wasn't expecting him to come home yet, because it's technically not when he gets off. It's his lunchtime, apparently. And so I got a little started, and so I decided I needed to see him before he ended up having to go back to work here shortly. So that is what I was doing. That is what I was doing. It's good now. We should get out. Leave the mysterious room. We are going to leave. Mysterious room. Are still, like, in the special story mode? Because I'd like to talk to Catherine if I can. Oh, I need to change teams, but I need to get everybody reset, so nobody actively, like, that's that. You know, it looks like everything is back to somewhat normal. At least enough to go chat with Catherine.
Ad Astra.
Name the
Thank
daily
you for completing today's
mission.
Ad Astra.
We're gonna go dispatch character expeditions and claim all. And then dispatch again. Have to... Oh. Okay. We get the real Miles back? Is that the real Miles?
Mondstadt welcomes you.
I don't know if it's the real Miles, but we'll pretend it's the real Miles for now. Bring back everybody. Then we're gonna go back into party setup and go back to the other party here. Yes. Deploy this one. Oh. No. Deploy. Thank you. Achievement happened here. Solve all the puzzles in the chess game. Get off the monsters. Last trial. Okay. Alright, there we go. Now we gotta go to Dragonspine. Going to Dragonspine.
Can you hear that?
Gonna find a way.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Nope.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Probably.
Yep, this place is as freezing as ever. Paimon's hands are turning to ice.
Wanna climb into my hood?
You sure? Is it warm in there?
It should take the edge off, and it might improve your mood. Okay, I missed the rest of that. I recommend, though. We've arrived. Sorry, Paimon. I have to go to work now.
Still beating away after all this time.
Yep. Leave it to me, you two. Stay on guard.
May Paimon ask a question?
No. Okay, fair enough, you can.
Who is Durin to you? Do you think of him as one of your kind? And is he a dragon, person, animal, or monster?
From an alchemical perspective, we're both artificial creations, but biologically speaking, we have no relation whatsoever. So to say we are kin would be categorically incorrect.
Sounds like you prefer humans to dragons then.
It's not so much as a matter of preference, rather, as things stand, I would say I belong to the class of human. Albeit a unique category thereof, but then again, most forms of life in this world possess some unique traits. I am perhaps the most unique among humans, in that I am the only one of my kind, but soon there will be another just like me, assuming this alchemical project proves successful. I believe Mini Durin already told you of his intent to replace the Durin of Dragonspine. After my conversation with him, he also expressed a strong interest in becoming human. It's a fascinating prospect, not to mention an extremely challenging one, but I understand why he came to that decision. Do you see this as an act of creation? Well, understood in the broad sense, this project deals with both the past and the future, and stands to profoundly impact many lives. That, primarily, is that's what makes it worthwhile. Helping Mini Durin become who he wants to be is a secondary consideration, though still a meaningful one. By contrast, my personal motivations are nothing so grand and meaningful. I'm just pursuing something I believe in. In my view, to cultivate life, which the world cannot generate endogenously, is to cultivate the world itself. Whatever aids in life attaining a greater level of perfection improves the world by doing so. It is not a question of whether this ought to be done or not, merely whether I wish to. The alchemical enterprise is concerning with deciphering and comprehending all forms of knowledge. That is the path I walk. Of course, that's not to say that this is just a science experiment to me. Anything that affects Mondstadt I approach first and foremost as a member of the Knights of Favonius. Does that answer your question satisfactorily? Factorily? Well enough, thank you. Finished.
Looks like a golden energy has encased the dragon's heart.
The whole heart would be too big. I don't need that much. Instead, I just removed the core. The rest will soon lose its vitality completely. This time, Durin's body should finally die for good.
Wait, but in that case, what's gonna happen to the fake Hertha? And what about the people who fell under Durin's influence?
The Knights will keep an eye on them, but as far as I'm concerned, eliminating Durin's influence on the Sinistrenry and creating a new Durin through alchemy are one and the same thing. Armed with this heart, I'll be able to complete the alchemical array and deal with all those issues in one go. I guess we have to return to Mondstadt now. Back and forth, back and forth. Back and forth, back and forth. Let's call it a day here. Thank you for accompanying me.
We sure learned a lot.
Mondstadt's a lively place during the Windbloom Festival. You should take a look around and pick out some nice souvenirs for yourself.
Oh yeah, the festival! Wonder who the Windbloom Star is gonna be this time. Well, we've been too busy dealing with this situation the entire time. Who else would be free to work during the Windbloom Festival?
I'm sure we'll find out on the day of. Wait until 2 days later. Lovely. Okay, we're... Oh, what is the achievement this time? Collect the entire... Oh, nice. I finally got that one. I need to be in that. Two days later, huh? 2 days later, we are... Okie dokie.
The Windbloom Festival is about to begin! Let's go check it out!
Going to get rid of more of, Timmy's birds. He's not even standing there anymore!
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
No, we're gonna leave his birds alone this time. Oh. Leave his birds alone.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Venti, I love you, but yes, it would be. But also, we are in the lower grounds. We'd have to get the higher grounds to fly down.
I'm gonna sing it one more time.
re-enter the special story mode, apparently. Which is actually kind of cool. I guess it keeps us from really having to... it changes the scenery without really changing the scenery. As you all know, during this year's Windbloom Festival, the people of Mondstadt have banded together to defend several waves of monsters that try to invade our city. Accordingly, we would like to award the title of Windbloom Star to someone who made an outstanding contribution to the defense operation. This is someone who may not look like a strong warrior, but whose keen insights played a vital role in gaining control over the conflict. His words and songs have a way of lifting people's spirits, and they are a great support to us all. Let us give a round of applause to this year's Windbloom Star, Venti the Bard.
Wow! Amazing!
Venti! Huh? No way! You're really gonna pick me?
Who else would better... Why not? You're the perfect person for the job.
Alright. Does that mean I get unlimited free drinks at the tavern?
I'm sure they'll be more than happy to support this year's Windbloom Star. If you'd like, you can even take a drink while you give your acceptance speech to the crowd.
In that case, instead of a speech, how about a song? Everyone! The best bard in the land is about to begin his performance, so don't go away! Gather round and lend me your ears!
He is the secret star of protecting the city. He's the one who gave everybody connection. Hereby this prayer of formation. Oh, this is cool! This is cool! Ubiquitous earth, flowing water, refining fire, fortifying wind. Traverse the 18th, worldly the 20th passage. Emergent soul, enter the mortal realm. Elevate flestering flesh into sacred blood and bone. O sages, witness my grand endeavor. That was a really cool cutscene. How was it? Not bad, right? Oh, they haven't added his voice into that cutscene yet. It worked! Oh my god, it kind of worked!
Albedo, how did everything go?
Very smoothly, I'd say. We achieved our goal.
Really? So Mini Durin looks like a human now?
Correct. However, his newly formed body is still stabilizing. We should give him some time. Incredible work, Albedo. I graciously accept the compliment. It really is rather remarkable what we've accomplished.
So, how do you feel right now?
Quite good. I did what I set out to do and achieved a personal goal. I think even she would have made a rare facial expression had she seen it. His mother. My master and mother, Gold, granddaughter. A long time ago, she sent me to Mondstadt with the instruction to complete a task of monumental importance, to find the truth of the world. I had a theory about what she meant, and in time I was able to collaborate it. Sure enough, finding the truth of the world basically stood for getting a life. That might be easy for most people, but for someone like me, it meant doing a lot of learning about a lot of things. I had to find out about myself and the world around me, get to know me, and get to know other people. Life is a space that exists between me and the world. To become truly human, I had to inhabit that space. So for an artificial human, finding life is, in some sense, equivalent to finding the truth of the world.
So that's what she meant, huh? Well, no wonder those monsters wanted to infiltrate the city and replace you. They wanted your life for themselves.
Being alive is just existing, but having a life is what it makes you truly human. I think that's the message she wanted to get across to me. Still, I found this whole series of events has given me new inspiration. Becoming human is only the beginning. What follows is a choice a human has to make in life, as well as the kinds of family bonds they will form. Most people would probably see the events of the last few days as something out of a nightmare, but for me, it's just part of my family life. I fear that the carefree existence my brother has enjoyed thus far will now come to an end. Just like me, he will have to step into the world and face the same constraints as everyone else.
You've got an unusual family, that's for sure.
Well, I suppose we got it from our mother. She's highly unusual. There are all kinds of families in the world. Some base their life around the family store, others around the farm. In my family, I suppose we tend to the flower beds. And now, I'm a gardener too. As long as you feel like you've gained something from the experience. Master never showed her face. But if the Hexen Circle knows what I've done, that means she knows as well and gave her approval. Since devouring Nibarius, it would seem she finally found a modicum of peace. And if so, then I am truly happy for her. She didn't always have a penchant for madness, you know.
Devouring Nibarius? What's Nibarius?
It's the name of the ruler of life.
What?
Aunt Alice told me about it not too long ago, but it came as no surprise. I knew Master would do it sooner or later. As for the ruler of life, all I truly know is this: Nibarius is not gone. Instead, because of Master's actions, she and Nibarius are one now. In any case, thank you so much for your help during this ordeal and choosing to stand by my side through it all.
Of course. That's what friends are for.
Paimon took the words right out of my mouth. Hearing you say that means more than you know, as I'll make sure to pass along the sentiment when I report back to Master Jean.
So you're heading back to headquarters? Well, good luck with the report.
Thank you. I'll get going.
Wow, this Windbloom Festival turned out to be a special one. It feels like we really made a difference. Oh, Paimon almost forgot. If the Windbloom star has already been chosen, what is this year's Windbloom gonna be?
Wanna take a guess?
Venti! You're back!
Well, I couldn't keep my two dear friends in the dark about this year's Windbloom, now could I? What do you think of the Cecilia?
It's quite fitting.
The true feelings of the prodigal son. A sentiment as sweet and warm as a gentle spring breeze. Perfect for the season. Traveler, give me your hand.
Huh?
The mages are very pleased that you and Albedo managed to pass their trial. Albedo received the materials he sought, so you deserve something in return as well. The Hexen Circle wants you to have this. It contains something entirely one of a kind, a secret of sorts. When the time is right, it will reveal itself to you. So no need to open it right away.
Wow, a gift and a mystery all in one! The mages sure love their secrets, huh?
They really do.
According to the sender, you are probably the only person who could make use of something like this. So I suppose it belongs with you.
Alright, thanks.
Well, all I did was deliver it. Although, I did go to great lengths during this whole ordeal. I suppose a reward for my efforts wouldn't be out of the question.
Oh, Venti.
You've helped a lot, Venti. How about we treat you to a drink?
Really? Oh, I'll hold you to that, you know. No going back on your word.
Of course not! Let's go to the tavern right now!
Music to my ears. Oh, I'm so happy I could fly. It's like this festival was made for me or something.
It really is, Venti. It really is.
No love remains for the songs to tell. The world becomes naught but an empty shell. Cruel is said fate, cruel it may be, were it not for a hero who could set us all free.
Nobody thinks to, like, question why Venti wears the little braids of Barbados' statue. Question that?
Shadows so cold, he saw wisdom untold, chasing a fragrance the wind only knows. This wistfulness waned and faded into night as he stepped from the darkness and into the light.
That was good. That was good. Damn. I want to see Mini Durin now. Can we go? Can I go see? No, I can't. They won't let us see it. That's not what I want. This one. Thank you. Not gonna let me see Mini Durin yet. It is fine. It is fine. Okay. What is this? Let's see what it's given me here. Oh, look at that. Updated. Oh, cool. I already have Skirk though, and I have Shenhe, so I don't really need either of those ladies at this point. So I will save it for the next character that I want. Which is usually how it works. Oh my goodness sakes. I think the next one to do would be this one. But I really don't want to do that one yet. Considering how many voices we're still missing from this one, there's still several voices from missing that might be added back into the next patch. You know, this one just came out. Plus, I would feel bad to just end stream here though. So, I'm gonna go ahead and take thought here. The thought here is to switch over to a new game. We could probably move into Star Rail, which I know that wasn't on the schedule, but we could move into Star Rail. We could also move into any other game.
Come on, traveler, let's go. The world is full of lost ballads just waiting to be rediscovered.
Yeah, so I think at this point I got a couple of options here. One is because I don't really want to start the next part of the story because I don't think I'll be able to finish it within the same stream today. So I will probably save it, if not next week, the week after, because next week I'm planning on playing Star Rail, but we could start Star Rail today, but I really don't want to start that either. I do have a couple of other games, or I could just end stream, which feels partially the right choice, unfortunately. So you know what, I think I'm going to go ahead and end stream here today. I do appreciate anybody who is hanging out and lurking and all that fun stuff, and I will be back next week. I do post my schedule in my Discord
sitting at the top
every
of a
week,
tree, looking out over a meadow, cider in hand.
I do plan on posting it there, but I also, like this week, I hope I can get the schedule posted out into multiple different places as well. But I will definitely be back next week, and I've got some lovely surprises on the schedule for next week, so I look forward to seeing you guys all there, and I am signing off, and you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, night, evenings, wherever you may be. I hope everything is going well. Why?